Welcome to the Scottish Rite Journal podcast, an audio presentation of the Scottish Rite Journal, brought to you by the Supreme Council of the Scottish Rite, Southern Jurisdiction, Mother Supreme Council of the World. This week's article is Thoughts on Civility by Brother Gary C. Norman, 32nd degree, and comes from the March-April 2025 issue of the Scottish Rite Journal. Civility demands that each of us blend internal thought and disposition and outward behavior with the goal of achieving cooperation and harmony. This process of character formation can take years to master. Becoming a civil and compassionate leader is even more challenging. It is not a simple calling, nor is it, for most of us, a carefree experience, especially when social or political power is involved. Shakespeare addresses this difficulty directly in his history play Henry IV, Part 2. King Henry IV famously exclaims, "Canst thou, O partial sleep, give thy repose to the wet sea boy in an hour so rude, and in the calmest and most stillest night, with all appliances and means to boot, deny it to a king? Then happy low lie down, uneasy lies the head that wears a crown." Act 3, Scene 1, lines 24 through 25. One such heart-rending choice is when Henry IV's son, Prince Hal, when he becomes king himself, must remove himself from the company of his erstwhile companion, the lovable rascal and indolent knight, Sir John Falstaff. Masons, with our emphasis on how enlightened ethics should play out in the real world, are called to be guardians of civility in public-minded discourse and leadership. Indeed, civility and public-mindedness are today seen as essential qualities of a gentleman and have long been admired. Members of the craft continue to strive to embody these characteristics as well as celebrate both Masonic and non-Masonic exemplars from the past, yet we almost maintain humility and mindfulness of both our successes and our failures, as Sovereign Grand Commander James D. Cole, 33rd degree, alludes to us in his message in this issue. While language may change, certain universal truths are immutable. In his youth, Brother George Washington compiled a personal guide that we still have today, 110 Rules of Civility and Decent Behavior in Company and Conversation. In doing so, Founding Father Washington sought to cultivate internal qualities that today we would call mindfulness of both self and others, as well as personal decorum. Even accounting for the lapse of time, these qualities continue to be of paramount value in our public and private lives. The Blue Lodge similarly provides men with a guide to mature through Masonic teachings. Masonic lodges are not, of course, alchemical pots spinning raw materials into perfect gold. Brothers bring all sorts of social shortcomings with them into a lodge, including occasional baseness and incivility. However, our lodges also help one to learn, teach, and enforce civility between brothers, who in turn may be called upon to lead in a broader civil society. Public-mindedness is therefore a choice each Mason must embrace each day. For some of us, this choice is fraught with challenges that others may not comprehend. Even more, if we are called upon to be Masonic public leaders, we may face challenges that test both our civility and endurance. Thus, we must be ever mindful of our charge to enlighten the less informed and to hone the quality of our public conversation as Masonic brothers. Like and share this article, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you wish to comment, please leave one, and as a reminder, hit the notifications bell. Any accompanying photographs or citations for this article can be found in the corresponding print edition. The Scottish Rite Journal is published by the Supreme Council of the Scottish Rite, Southern Jurisdiction, Mother Supreme Council of the World. Mark Dreisenstock, 33rd degree, Managing Editor. I'm your host, Matt Bowers.